Boys, I finally did it. I finally hit my first $100,000 month. And not only did I hit my first 100K month, but we blew way past that goal. And last year, I actually set the goal. I think it was December of the year before last. So not 24, but in 23, I set the goal to hit 100K month in 2024. I didn't make it happen. And to be honest with you, I kind of forgot about the goal. And I wasn't super focused on even hitting it in January. And I blew way past the goal in January. And then I wrote down a lot of things that got me to that point that I'm going to share with you in this video. So you can also do the same thing. And yes, you can do the same thing. You just have to use the things that I'm going to tell you in this video. Take it and actually implement them. Don't just take it and have it go in one ear and out the other like most people will do. You have to be the different person. You have to be the 1% that's actually going to implement on this information. But I understand what you're probably thinking. This guy's just lying. Who the hell is this curly headed kid telling me that he made 100K in a month? So let me show you, right? And I'm literally going to show you everything. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm not going to keep everything behind the curtain. I'm going to show you my exact business models and exactly how I made that much money. So this isn't all from YouTube AdSense, right? A lot of it is, a large chunk of it is, but I also have multiple other businesses that I'm running, but they are all YouTube related. They're all YouTube related. So all of this money is coming from YouTube in one way or another. Let me show you what I mean. So if you guys don't know, I run an agency where I work with a lot of large YouTubers. So the people that we would work with in this agency is people like Russell Brand was one of our clients. We don't work with him anymore, but we made his thumbnail templates and, you know, we consulted for him. So Russell Brand was our client. Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk, you know, this is a large agency that we work with a lot of the top YouTubers. So for you guys who are asking, oh, how much is this? This is not open really to the public. This is not something that you guys can really sign up for. It's something that you have to be approved for. And we're really not even looking to work with anyone who's making less than $10,000 a month for this offer because it is purely commission that we're working on. So let me show you the screen of this. So this is last month. As you can see, previous month, January 1st, 2025 to January 31st. So these commissions resulted in about, and of course it reset the time, but if we go ahead and do, instead of month to date, if we set it up to January 1st to 31st, the commissions that we made from our clients for this agency where we're working with a lot of the top YouTubers is $51,189, right? And like I said, this is purely commission based. So we're working with a lot of the top YouTubers. We do everything for them, their thumbnails, the ideation of the videos, you know, the topic selection, titling, all that stuff. And then we take a percentage of those channels, right? But I also have my coaching business where I coach beginners. So if you're asking, well, what if I want to work with you and I don't make 10K a month from my YouTube channel, so I don't qualify for this? Well, you can join the beginner program, right? The beginner coaching program that I have. And that also accounted for about $51,000 in revenue last month. And what I'm most proud of when it comes to this right here, this dashboard right here, is not even the revenue. And let me give you a refresh so you know this isn't inspect elemented or anything. There you go. It's refreshed. The thing that I'm most proud of right here is the 0% churn rate, right? We don't have any churn. Nobody has left. Nobody has canceled. That's what I'm most proud of. And the results that we get, obviously, you can see all the testimonial videos on this channel and everything like that. So around 51K from the agency where we scale YouTube channels for people who are at 10K plus a month. And then around 51K where we take beginners to that 10K plus a month mark. And then if you qualify, you can go ahead and join, you know, the higher tier program where we do everything for you. But this program right here, this WAP, is more for beginners. We actually just started this WAP. If you want to go check it out, it's called Creator Cartel right here. This is what it looks like. I mean, it's crazy the things that we offer in here. Like it legit is just insane what we offer in here. If you go up to the top, you can see we have the YouTube domination blueprint. This is where our course is hosted, and it's just literally everything that you need to know about YouTube, guys. Like, you know, find your niche, how to find the perfect niche, topics mastery, titles, thumbnails, timing, tenacity, black hat tactics that are just, you'll never see anybody talk about stuff like this, guys. It's insane. And then also we have other sections that are monetization focused, how to avoid copyright, how to get a channel that got demonetized back to monetized. And we also have a section where, you know, you learn how to scale your team and hire people to run your channel for you. We have the Creator Cartel community inside of here, which is the Discord server. And then we have one-to-one coaching calls. I literally provide you with viral thumbnail templates in here that you just download right here and you plug and play on your channel. We have a shorts course in here. We have the done for you thing. Once you qualify for that, like I said, we have coaching calls every week. Like, guys, this is insane. This is like my baby. This is what I spend the most time on. And this is what I love doing the most. And then we also have the YouTube channels that I'm obviously running myself, because I'm not going to teach people how to do a business model that I'm not actually running. So let me show you one of the channels real quick. There is the Justin Reloaded channel that I always show you guys. $18,000 made last month. So I also have multiple other channels that are making a little bit less than 18K, but I don't really run them. It's completely passive income. So even with just the agency and the coaching, that's over 100K. And then you add in all the revenue from my actual personal YouTube channels, that brings us to around $143,000 and some change. So that's how I made over $143,000 this month. And I literally broke it all down for you. I showed you exactly what I do to make this money. And a key takeaway from this, guys, is that once you learn how to go viral on YouTube consistently, you're going to be paid forever. It's not like you just have to rely on AdSense forever or sponsorships for your own channels forever. You can also show local businesses how to grow their business by going viral on YouTube. Like, whatever you want to do, this is the skill. This is the skill. That's why advertisers pay so much money for YouTubers to put their products on their YouTube channels, because they have a great product, but they have no idea how to go viral, because going viral is the skill. If you ask any business owner out there, hey, what would you do? What would be the number one needle mover for your business right now? It would be have more eyeballs on my business right now. That would be the number one needle mover. And we have that skill. So we're able to go to any business owner, any YouTuber, whatever, and say, hey, let me scale your channel. Let me make you a ton of money. And they say, okay, sounds good. Once you have this skill, you can do the same thing. So not only can you make 5, 10, 20, 30K a month from your YouTube channels, but you can also, do it for other people. Start an agency like I did and run other people's YouTube channels, take a commission or take a flat rate every month and just scale your business like that, I love the business and I love the game of scaling my own YouTube channels. That's what I love to do. Now, I think I love helping other people do it a little bit more. It feels better for me whenever I can take someone from 0 to 10K a month, because that was the best time of my life. Going from that 0 to 10K a month mark was my favorite time. So kind of reliving that time through other people probably is the best feeling, but I love playing the game still. And it's a really fun game once you're actually pretty good at it. So I do want to go over a few things with you guys that I believe to be the biggest needle movers for how I got here, right? Because last month we did between 50 and 60K. And like I said, I had kind of forgotten about this whole 100K a month goal. And I kind of just said, it's going to happen whenever it happens, right? Like, I'm just going to put the proper inputs in. And whenever the output happens to be 100K in a month, then that's great. But first month of the year, guys, this is something I didn't even think about until my mentor told me, which we're going to go over in a second, is that a lot of people go to college and they spend $25,000, sometimes even $100,000, $200,000. They go in crazy student loan debt just for the chance of being a six-figure earner, just for a very small chance, because most college students never make six figures, just for that small chance of being a six-figure earner. I'm a six-figure earner by a good margin in the very first month of the year. And I feel so grateful and so blessed to be able to say that. The first lesson that I learned, though, is that certainty is never worth it. Certainty is never what you're looking for. If something is certain to happen, it's normally pretty ass. Like, it's normally pretty, it's not going to be sought after, right? Like, certainty, an example of certainty would be like, I am certain to make $70,000 at my job this year. And yeah, it's certain. It's a stable income, as everybody always likes to say. They're chasing after a stable income. A stable income is normally accompanied by a life that you do not enjoy living. That's probably where a lot of you guys are right now, right? You're working a job, whether that's working at McDonald's or working at Walmart, or maybe you have a career in tech, you're in IT, you're something like that, right? Maybe you're even a doctor or something, and you have a certain income. Your life is full of certainty, right? You know that every single day you're going to wake up at 6 a.m., you're going to get dressed, you're going to drive to work, and then twice a month you get deposited $3K into your bank account. You're making a nice $6K a month, and it's very certain, but it doesn't feel like a life worth living. You feel like you want more. And that's what I've realized. As humans, we're always chasing after certainty. The people that really make it and the people that are living the lives that everybody else wants to live, they're the ones that are able to step into uncertainty and still perform at a high level. So I realized that my brain is always looking for a way to find certainty in certain situations, but I shouldn't be doing that. I need to retrain my brain to not look for certainty and just look for things that have a good return, a positive return from me, actions to take that will yield positive results. Stop chasing after certainty all the time. And sometimes you got to step into a little bit of uncertainty. Sometimes you got to put your big boy pants on. Just step into some uncertainty, guys. Like, it's just as simple as that. By the way, I do want to remind you guys, I'm doing a live class this Thursday where I'm going to go over literally everything that I use to go viral on YouTube so consistently, make all this money from the YouTube platform. I'm literally going to lay out the entire blueprint for you on this live class on Thursday. So it's only free for the first 100 people that sign up. Make sure you save your spot in the pinned comment on this video. Make sure you're one of the first 100 people, because after that, it is going to cost money to join. So make sure you go claim that free spot in the pinned comment. Number 2, though, is nuke the bug. And if you're a client of mine, you know I say this all the time. It's one of my favorite things to say. You got to nuke the bug, right? And what I mean by that is, let's say that there's a roach in your house, there's a bug running around your house. That bug represents whatever goal that you're trying to hit. Go viral on YouTube, make 10K a month on YouTube, go full-time on YouTube, whatever it is. Most people, once again, you don't want to be like the 99%. You need to act as the 1%. Do what most people would not do, right? What would most people do in a situation where there's a bug running around their house? They would chase it around, they would slap it with a broom, they would try to catch it, throw it outside, whatever the case is, right? What would we do as people who make 6 figures a month, as people who are looking to make 7 figures a month? We nuke the house down, right? We do everything in our power to make it absolutely unreasonable for us to not kill that bug. For that bug to survive, it is ridiculously unreasonable. For us to not reach our goal, it is ridiculously unreasonable. I just took the actions over a long enough time horizon that made it ridiculously unreasonable for me to not be a 6-figure earner every single month. That's what I did. And obviously now I'm here. So what you need to do is reverse engineer. What goals do you have? Are you trying to go full-time on YouTube this year? Well, you need to take the actions starting today, right here, right now, to do everything in your power to make it unreasonable that you would not hit that goal this year. So what actions, don't do the actions that you think might get you there. Do the actions that you know make it unreasonable for you to not get there. It's as simple as that, guys. But it's simple, right? But it's not easy. It's not easy to do. That's why most people don't do it. This is advice that's not groundbreaking, but it's what you need to hear. I'm not coming up with, this isn't rocket science, right? But it's the truth. Most people chase that bug around and try to swat it and try to just do enough to kill it, right? Just do enough for the nuisance to go away. We need to nuke the house, nuke the bug, make it unreasonable for that bug to survive. So write that down, nuke the bug. Number 3, you got to get rid of limiting beliefs. Holy shit, is this a huge one? Is this a huge one? And I still have a ton of limiting beliefs in my own brain. Let me put it to you this way, right? Where if someone grew up in Iraq, what religion do you think that person probably is that grew up in Iraq? Probably Muslim, right? Probably in the religion of Islam. On average, most likely. If someone grew up in Alabama, what religion do you think that person probably is? Probably a Christian. If you had to put money on it, you'd probably put it on Christianity. Right? Nothing's different about these people. They were both born into the world with the same level of religious knowledge as each other. The only difference between these two people is the beliefs that were implanted in them as a child. That's the only difference between these two people. Now, guess what? The only difference between me making $143,000 a month and you right now are the beliefs that I have inside of my brain. That's it. That's the only difference. I promise you, I did not come out of the womb just knowing everything about the YouTube algorithm, being a YouTube guru, just being the best of all time at YouTube. Did not happen like that. The only difference between me and between a lot of people in my life right now are the limiting beliefs that I have. One of the biggest ones being fear. Fear holding you back from doing things, from taking certain risks, from getting out of that certainty that I'm talking about. Fear is keeping a ton of people poor, guys. Like, it's crazy. You can't let fear hold you back. And there's so many other limiting beliefs as well. There's so many. You got to unlearn them. You have to audit every single belief that you have. For example, a huge belief that people have is 10K a month is a lot of money. Well, if you think it's a lot of money, it's going to be a lot of money, right? It sounds so simple, but it's the truth. Or I have to go to college to be able to make 6 figures a year. Well, if you think that, it's going to be true. Or I don't know, investing into a mentorship, it's really expensive. Or maybe making money online is a scam. Have you ever heard anyone who is actually successful say that making money online is a scam? Like, genuinely think about that. Have you ever heard like Jeff Bezos or someone like Bill Gates or someone, Elon Musk, ever say online courses are a scam? Have you ever heard anyone who's actually where you want to be say something like that? Like that's what pisses me off the most, is like what I do inside of my course, and also the courses that I join, because I made $143,000 this month. I reinvested 30K immediately. I didn't go buy a car or a watch or something stupid. I immediately went and purchased a mentor. And I'll talk about that more in a second. But have you ever heard anyone who's actually where you want to be say that online money or online courses or online education is a scam? Now, have you ever heard those people say that college is a scam? Because it is a scam. Because you have heard those people say that, because it is a scam. It is that is the biggest scam, biggest legal scam ever is college. The biggest legal scam ever. Number 4, you already possess the proper knowledge that you need, but sometimes you just need someone that you respect to tell you what it is that you need to do. So like I said, I invested 30K in the last month into a new mentor of mine, and it was more of like a mindset course, right? It was more of a mindset mentorship than anything. And what that made me realize, and that was by the way, the unlock between me going from like 60 to 7K a month to 143K a month and in 1 month, is that mentor. And I'll put all of that goes to him. Like, I appreciate him so much. And what he did was he unlocked things in my brain that I already knew were the truth. I already knew were the case, but he unlocked them. I just needed someone that I had massive respect for, to tell me, to cut through all the noise, to cut through everything else, all the other advice that I've heard on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, cut through all of that stuff and tell me exactly what I need to do. And as soon as he told me exactly what I need to do, everything became super clear. My vision became super clear. The plan of action became super clear. And then the execution was phenomenal, was damn near perfect. Once he told me exactly what I needed to do, and guess what? I already knew in my brain the things that I needed to do. I already knew them. But I also knew 100 other things I needed to do at the same time that other people had told me. So your brain probably feels super cluttered right now, because you know of so many different ways that you could go about accomplishing your goals that you can't even take action, or you can't even execute at a high level on one different way. Sometimes you just need someone who you have massive respect for to just tell you, hey, go this way. And then you just go that way and it works out. That's what that was the biggest unlock between last month and this month, is that for me, by far. So sometimes you just need to get, around somebody who you have massive respect for, and they tell you to go a certain way, and you just follow that way. And then number 5, kind of following up on that, you got to get around people that you want to be like at all costs, and then their standards become yours. So when I first hired this mentor, like I said, it was just the mindset that he had and the mindset of everyone that I was around after joining this group and this coaching program that changed everything for me. So on one of the first calls that I had with him, he was like assessing my business, right? He was assessing all my different businesses, the YouTube, the agency, the coaching business, and everything. And he was like, I see you being a 7-figure a month earner by Q2 of 2025. That's what he said. And he fully believed it. Like, he didn't say it in a way that he was trying to motivate me. He was just like, here's my projection. I think you're going to be making 7 figures a month by Q2 of 2025. And that was a huge shift for me, because as the end of 2023 and all through 2024, I've been thinking 6-figure months, 100K a month, 100K a month. That's what I want to hit. And if that's your goal, whenever you set something as a goal, you put something on a pedestal like that, it's always going to be difficult to achieve it. But then whenever you implant something in your brain, and it really just has to come from someone that you have massive respect for, again, whenever they say something to you like that, somebody who has actually done that thing. Because if my mom tells me, yeah, Justin, you're going to be making 7 figures by Q2 of 2025, I'm going to be like, okay, mom, thanks a lot. And I'm literally never going to think about that again, because my mom has never done that before. Like, respect, and I would appreciate that for sure, but I wouldn't take it seriously. Or if one of my friends that I play video games with every once in a while, if they're like, dude, you're going to be a millionaire this year, or you're going to make $30 million this year, I'm going to be like, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. But I'm not going to take much stake in it. I'm not going to put much stock in it. But if someone who I personally have massive respect for and have tried to model myself after before and tried to copy what they do, if they come in and they tell me and they've done the thing many times over and they say, yeah, man, I expect you to be making 7 figures a month by Q2, by the end of Q2. That does something to you. That unlocks something in your brain where now the goal of 100K a month, the goal that you were putting on such a pedestal, then becomes so insignificant that it's almost like, wait, why the hell am I not making 100K a month? What the hell is wrong with me? Versus, oh man, dude, if I made 100K a month, that would be amazing. Like, imagine that, right? Just imagine. It goes to like, all right, yeah, 100K a month. Like, who cares? I'm making 7 figures by the end of Q2. That's the goal now. Like that's the big North Star that I'm reaching for. This is kind of just like a stepping stone, a little speed bump along the way. That's all it is. And that's what you have to unlock in your brain. It's not as easy as just doing that though. Like you can't just watch this video and be like, okay, right now my goal is to make 10K a month from YouTube. That seems very astronomical to me. That seems like, an amazing goal. And it's really hard for me to hit. So let me just say in my brain, I want to make 100K a month. And so next week I should be making 10K a month, right? It doesn't work like that. You need it to actually be unlocked. And in my opinion, from my experience, the easiest way to have this unlocked is by having someone who you personally have massive respect for just unlock it for you and get rid of all the limiting beliefs that you have in your way. Guys, the limiting belief thing is so important. Like when I first joined my first coaching program back in late 23. So it was like, I think summer of 2023 when I joined my first coaching program. And when I first started hearing about the limiting belief stuff, I was like, what is this woo-woo nonsense that this guy's talking about? Limiting beliefs, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. All that matters is what the reality is. Dude, the limiting beliefs thing is the most important part. And I know a lot of you guys are like, dude, shut up and just give me YouTube tactics. I just want to get rich off YouTube. If you genuinely want to succeed in this, you're going to have to get rid of your limiting beliefs or you're never going to be successful. And the easiest way to have that done is just by having someone else tell you what your limiting beliefs are. Someone who has already broken through them, because you don't know what you don't know. And that's what I've figured out the most. And that's why every single new venture that I go into, I'm always just hiring a coach first. And that's why I very much stay away from going into new ventures. Like, this is what I'm doing for right now, right? I'm doing the agency, I'm doing my YouTube channels, and I'm doing my YouTube coaching business. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. And right now I'm really just hard focusing on the YouTube coaching business. We had really good growth this month in the YouTube coaching business. And I'm making sure that every single person that goes through that gets amazing results. Like, that is of February of this year, my focus is make sure that we get amazing results for every single person who puts their trust in me, because I do not take that lightly at all. And I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I didn't do everything that I possibly could to make sure these people got the best results possible. So we're making hires, or we're getting assistant coaches in so they can help me out with the clients and everything like that, make sure everybody feels supported. So that's my goal. But having someone else get rid of those limiting beliefs for you is so damn important, man. And also, like I was talking about, focus. The man who chases 2 rabbits catches none, right? If you're chasing 2 rabbits, you're not going to catch either one. So that's why I'm saying I'm focusing on these 3 things: my YouTube channels, my agency, and my coaching business. And that's it. Everything else, because I've gone into enough new ventures at this point to be able to know that from the outside looking in, it always looks great. It always looks sunshine and rainbows. The part that is the scariest, right? There's known knowns. There's things that you know going in that are actually real. There's known unknowns. There's things that you know going in that you don't actually know about the business model. And then there's the scary part of the unknown unknowns. The things that you don't know that you don't know. So when you first start a YouTube channel, it looks all great, right? You go into a new niche, it's all sunshine and rainbows. And then you run into a bunch of things that you don't know, that you don't even know. And that's every single business model. That's every single niche on YouTube. That's everything. So every time I go into a new niche, every single time I make a new move, I'm hiring a coach that's already done it. Tell me exactly how to do it. That's how I move. And so if I'm going to go into a completely new business model, like something that I eventually want to do is get this online money offline. And in real estate, it's cool and all, but the cash flow is so damn low. I want to do something that's a little bit higher cash flowing. So I would like to do some touchless car wash businesses, or maybe we can do touch car washes. But regardless, I want to do like automated car washes where people just swipe their card and put coins in a machine or whatever. But before I do that, I'm 100% hiring someone to tell me how they did it. Like, why the hell would I not do that? I don't know how the hell to run one of these businesses. It seems super simple from the outside looking in, right? It seems extremely simple. But I know for a fact, because I've been through this enough times, that when I start doing that, there's going to be so many unknowns that kick my ass that might even empty my bank account if I'm not careful. So I need someone to tell me what to do before I go in there. And that's how I handle everything now in life. And I would highly recommend that you do the same thing. If you are wanting to do that same thing when it comes to growing your YouTube channel, I'm doing a completely free live class this Thursday night. And like I said, it's only for 100 people. After that, you have to pay to get in. So make sure you reserve one of the first 100 spots. We probably have around 50 left at this point. So make sure you get one of those spots. That link will be in the pinned comment. Hope to see you guys on Thursday. And if not, I will see you on the next YouTube video.